Yo, yo, yo. It's your boy MF Crypto here, aka Quanstradamus, aka the Wife Changer, aka Secretariat. Once again. And as always, I'm on a mission to help you build generational wealth. Welcome back to the channel, my fellow subscribers, and for those of you who may be tuning in for the very first time, welcome in as well. Do yourselves a major favor if you haven't done so already. Hit that subscribe button and click on the bell for notifications because I provide the single greatest quant network updates on all of YouTube. I promote winning crypto projects and networks on this channel. Nothing less shall suffice. You have stumbled upon the holy grail of crypto, YouTube, home of the wife-changing digital assets. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I'm out to change some wives here. So without any further ado, let's get right into today's video. Quant Network Update. QNT enters freefall in anticipation of hawkish Fed. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go right into it today. I have some huge eye-opening articles for you about the trajectory of the crypto markets over the next few weeks and months. This will be a very bearish time period, and we are seeing that today. I told you that this was a manipulated BTC price rally, in quotations, rally. It was a bear market rally, and it was fully manipulated. I have some huge articles. Do not go anywhere. Follow this video through to the end because I will be illustrating in great detail exactly why we are going to see further downside, increasing downside in this market, and at the hands of the Fed and Jerome Powell, and why he will be extremely hawkish in the FOMC meeting starting tomorrow through February 1st. Now, let's get right into a tweet on my very own Twitter page at @TheRealMFCrypto. This was in response to a Greg Lunt tweet, who is one of the better quant Twitter accounts. So, I do not want to say things negatively about Greg. That is not how I roll. That is not how Big Papi gets down. He likes to raise up the community, but he also has to call out the frauds, and when he sees things that he believes are incorrect, he has to make a stand. Now, Greg is not a fraud. He brings some incredible information to light for our community, and a tip of the cap to you, sir, for that. But you highlighted here, Quant is now in the top 10 most purchased tokens over the last 24 hours by the 100 biggest Ethereum whale wallets. Is something brewing? I said yes, a dump is brewing. Why assume or mislead people into thinking this is automatically bullish? And we are seeing. Let's slide right over to the price action today. We are down 9.14% on the daily, ladies and gentlemen, trading at 138.83. Just 24 hours ago, the high was at 152.98, as you can see illustrated right here. And to give further credence to my point, to back up exactly what I'm saying, right here, look at this huge indicator. This goes hand in hand with what Greg was saying as well. Volume is up 40.83%, yet we are down nearly 10% on the daily, ladies and gentlemen. What did I just say in the tweet here? This is why you need to be following my Twitter account as well, because you get the most up-to-date information about QNT and other crypto gems right on my Twitter account in real time. These YouTube videos I usually only get out about once a week now. I'm very busy and I only have a set day of the week, 1 to 2 day window max that I can put out videos now. So please do yourselves a major favor if you are a part of the Quant community and follow me at @TheRealMFCrypto. It is for your benefit as well as my own. Now, going further into the tweet, whales work together to manipulate and dump prices to accumulate larger holdings. Exactly what we are seeing right now. Same goes for your wallet holder updates. It's utterly meaningless for Quant's price action. Greg often highlights the exponential increase in wallet holders of QNT. This is absolutely meaningless for price action. Ladies and gentlemen, because it's always a very small percentage that hold the largest amount of QNT. We are seeing what those whales are capable of right now with the price action continuing to dump throughout the day in this exact moment in time as I am producing this video for you guys, because I love each and every one of you. MF Crypto, aka Quant, he shepherds the flock. So here we go into my next tweet that I wanted to bring to your attention. QNT lost 145, so I expect continuation lower in the short term. And as you saw, we are down at 138 now. Quantstradamus continues to give you the uncut raw, ladies and gentlemen. I get trolled consistently, and shouts to my boy Quamfy Joe at Quamfy Only. He's been short since 163. Give him a shout and a follow on Twitter because he is a phenomenal member of the QNT community, and he is not one of these quant perma moon boy clowns that only sees up, 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 up. He's gonna give you accurate chart readings and predictions. So big shouts to my boy Quamfy Joe. Again, check him out. FOMC meeting tomorrow could be catalyst for larger dump. Keep a close eye on market next few days. I'm currently short in all positions. Guys, I'm telling you these things before they happen. Only somebody who cares about the community would do that. I'm not the type of guy to just sit here and spout off top. Oh, Quant's going to the moon, 1,000, 10K, end of year, da-da-da-da-da. That's not me. That's the clowns. That's the clowns that don't care about you and are just trying to boost their numbers up on their social media followings. I don't care about that stuff, guys. To a certain degree, yes. Do I want to expand my reach? Of course. We all do. But I'm much more focused on building a genuine grassroots reach and community. I'm focused on the QNT community because we will lead the pack in the utility bull run that will come in due time, just not anytime soon. Understand that we are moving very rapidly towards a full-blown economic recession, and we have not seen anywhere near maximum pain yet. I need you guys to understand that. It's very important. As you see, we continue to dump here. It's just been a steady dump over the past 24 hours. Even if you take a look at the weekly chart, we are losing all of these gains that all the trolls were trolling me about for saying, oh, ha, ha, oh, Quantstradamus, we're going to 200, you're going to get left behind. No, we're not. No, I'm not. I sold at 200. I told you to do the same. Look at where we're at, 138.76. I'm winning. And I hope that you were willing to take that leap of faith with me. If not, again, I urge you to wait patiently because we are going to see sub 100 QNT again. I told you, I put my Quantstradamus guarantee on it. It's going to happen. It is absolutely 100% unequivocally imminent. And you can continue to troll me, but it will occur. Now, let's go over and move into the articles that I promised you earlier in the video. Macroeconomic data points toward intensifying pain for crypto investors in 2023. Chances of a crypto bull market in 2023 decrease as the Fed maintains a hawkish stance and threats of a recession in the U.S. economy continue to appear. And ladies and gentlemen, how long since the inception of this channel have I said that we are entering into a major recession? And cryptocurrency will feel the full brunt of that recession. And you will have another chance to buy into some of these game-changing generational wealth opportunity assets at bottom dollar prices, bottom floor prices that you all deserve. And I will get you there. But in the meantime, the very best thing you can continue to do is stack your US dollar reserves or whatever fiat currency, whatever part of the world you live in. Stack your reserves and have it ready to deploy, ready for that dry powder to deploy into these assets when we do reach that moment in time. Continue building steadily. Be the wise man or wise woman that is ready when the time comes and we see the massive drop. that you can get in and buy these assets that will change you and your family's lives. That's what Quantstradamus is all about, ladies and gentlemen. Never get it twisted. Undoubtedly, 2022 was one of the worst years for Bitcoin buyers, primarily because the asset's price dropped by 65%. While there were some explicit reasons for the drop, such as the Luna Terra crash in May and the FTX implosion in November, both of which I covered on this channel in the past, the most important reason was the U.S. Federal Reserve policy of tapering and raising interest rates. Ding, 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 bingo, ladies and gentlemen. The biggest and most important reason was the U.S. Federal Reserve policy of tapering and raising interest rates. And that is exactly what Quantstradamus is predicting on February 1st. The interest rates will continue to hike, and Jerome Powell, chairman of the Federal Reserve, will maintain a strong hawkish stance throughout on that date. That, I promise you, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to occur. Those who believe he will have a dovish stance are simply sniffing on some serious glue, because there's no way in hell he is going to be dovish in any way, shape, or form. Things are completely out of control, and they need to taper and bring inflation back under reins. This was a bear market rally, if you even want to call it that, a major league bull trap. And you are seeing right now, with the devastation to the markets today, at this very moment in time, he is going to maintain hawkish position, and this is front running for that. That is what we are seeing. The markets are pricing in the increasingly hawkish Fed, and Jerome Powell has his back against the wall. The Federal Reserve is now completely backed into a corner, and they must maintain a hawkish stance and continue their hawkish position from the previous meeting. And I mean even more so. They will have to step on the pedal considerably, guys. Things are getting out of control, and they need to be hawkish. Bitcoin's price had dropped 50% from its peaks to lows of $33,100 before the Luna Terra crash, thanks to the Fed rate hikes. The first significant drop in Bitcoin's price was due to growing market uncertainty around potential rate hike rumors in November 2021. By January 2022, the stock market had already started showing cracks due to the increasing pressure of imminent tapering, which also negatively impacted crypto prices here. And as we pull up this little chart graphic, FOMC minutes shows possibility of Fed rate hikes. When that happens, boom, we see crashes. Macroeconomic uncertainty is very poor for the markets, and we are moving into that recession, as I previously stated. And then the Luna Terra crash, boom, we saw an even bigger collapse, and then we saw the FTX collapse that brought us down even further. Ladies and gentlemen, we are seeing, as I've talked about many, many times in the past, Genesis filed for bankruptcy. These major events are going to continue spiraling over and over in the crypto space. More companies will collapse and declare for bankruptcy, and we will see that domino effect, piece by piece, combined with the recession, combined with the hawkish Fed. Everything is bearish, ladies and gentlemen. Everything is bearish. All the indicators are telling you bearish. There is no bull run. That ended a long, long time ago. So stop living on a pipe dream, because it's not coming back anytime soon. It's going to get worse. And Quantstradamus cares about this community, and that's why he is bringing it to your attention. Now, BNN Bloomberg here. Article from them, the investing section. Fed's Wall Street clash set stage for Powell's hawkish message. To back up what I was saying, the hawkish message is coming, and it's going to come harder than it has in the past. He has to set the tone for this fiscal year, and he's going to do it as soon as tomorrow and February 1st. Jerome Powell and Wall Street are headed for another face-off this week as the Federal Reserve seeks to slow its inflation-fighting campaign without signaling a readiness to stop. Despite 2022's slew of interest rate hikes from Chair Powell and colleagues, financial conditions are the loosest since last February, as investors bet fading inflation will allow the central bank to soon cease raising borrowing costs and then cut them later this year. That's likely wishful thinking as far as Powell is concerned, and he has a clear incentive to push back against the trade given rising stocks and bonds could fan the very price pressures he wants to restrain. Again, it is in Powell and the Fed's very own best interest to maintain and even further, like I said earlier, step on the pedal as far as a hawkish stance is concerned and continue interest rate hikes. This needs to be understood. You do not fight the Fed. I'm sure many of you have heard this expression in the past. Never fight the Fed. The Fed is controlling the markets when they make a decision such as this. If he comes out on February 1st with the final decision and puts the gavel down, lays the hammer down Big Daddy Jerome Powell style, which he is going to do. You heard it here from Quant, official prediction. You are going to see the markets free fall. Absolute turmoil. It will begin more than we have seen today even. We are going to see, I'm short in all my positions. I tweeted it out earlier. So guys, understand the smart money is short right now. You're seeing that today on the 24-hour. Just to flick back to it on the quant chart, the smart money is short right now. It's a clear downward trajectory for our beloved QNT. Such a backdrop means Powell is expected to balance this week's likely 25 basis point increase in rates with a stern message that the step down in size from the past 6 hikes doesn't diminish his commitment to reducing inflation to 2%. It stood at 5% in December. We are light years away from 2% if we were standing at 5% in December. Understand how big of a gap that is and how big of an impact inflation has had on you and I and everybody you know at the grocery store, the gas pumps, everything, guys. It's a disaster. He may even be willing to roil the upbeat markets if that's what it takes to make his point. He can just send a hawkish message, said Ethan Harris, head of global economics research at Bank of America Corp. I don't think he's going to want the markets rallying out of this meeting. He doesn't want to throw more gasoline on this kind of optimistic spin, fueling the markets. And that's exactly what this has been. As I stated previously in this video, this is a total fake out in the markets that we're seeing. And we're going to see more of a drawdown and a correction off of those manipulated rises in the markets. Powell has sometimes struggled to get markets to take him at his word. In July, investors divined a policy pivot from his post-meeting press conference, even though he stressed the need to keep raising rates. That then gave rise to a strikingly hawkish speech by Powell the following month at the Fed's Jackson Hole conference to hammer the message home. Fed officials look set to raise rates by a quarter point to a 4.5 to 4.75% range, following a half-point hike last month and 4 straight 75 basis point increases, representing the most aggressive tightening campaign in 4 decades. Ladies and gentlemen, their aggressive tightening campaign. It is unlike anything I've seen in my lifetime, and many of you have even seen or even aware of in your lifetime. You have to see that the writing's on the wall. I'm trying to tell you, we are nowhere near a bull market. As a matter of fact, we are going much further down, and we have come nowhere near to a market bottom, especially in the crypto markets, which are the most volatile of them all, and will face the full brunt and force of this global economic recession and catastrophe that was brought upon us by pathetic and absolutely hapless mismanaged fiscal policy and absolutely irresponsible printing and massive artificial inflation that was not necessary. This was planned from day one. They have planned to crash the economy in a massive capacity, and you are about to experience the full force of that planned global economic catastrophe. And Quant is one of the very few that is opening your eyes and trying to tell you the good word before it's too late. Thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. This has been another feature presentation by MF Crypto, aka Quant, aka The Wife Changer, aka Secretariat, the #1 source for all your crypto needs. I'll see you next episode. Cheers.
If the lion is the king of the jungle, how can he be the king of the jungle? If he's not the biggest, the elephant is probably one of the biggest. He can't be the fastest because that's a cheetah. He can't be the smartest. So he's not the biggest, the fastest, or the smartest. So how does a lion become the king of the jungle? His mentality. That's the only difference of a lion and an elephant. When a lion walks up and sees an elephant, he thinks lunch. An elephant thinks run. And it's all mentality. Because when a male lion walks up, he may be outnumbered by a pack of hyenas, but I'm king of my jungle because of my mentality.
What happens when you're a gazelle and you're not being pushed, you're not being prodded, you're not given a reward, nobody's encouraging you? What happens when you're a gazelle and the lion's not chasing you anymore? You stop running. But what happens when you're a lion? When you are a lion, it does not make a difference. You realize that if your family is going to eat, that if that pack of lions is to survive, then you gotta go hunt. A part of being a beast just ain't eating a gazelle. A part of being a beast is the hunts. It's the hunt that they're excited about. They like to see the gazelles run. Then boom, they take off. Because real lions like to hunt. They love the process just as much as they love the prize. And some of y'all just want to score. You don't like the process. You're not in love with the process.
A true hunter's goal is not the prize. A true hunter's goal is to hunt. That's what they live for. They live to hunt. They don't just live to catch it. It's the whole process. When you are a true hunter, you don't go by time, you go by the gazelle. When you are a true hunter, you hunt until you get a gazelle, and you don't stop until you get one. And then you get another, and then you get another, and you get another.
If you're gonna do what you say you're gonna do, be what you say you're gonna be, you're gonna have to lion me out. You a gazelle, you gonna come up short. You a gazelle, you gonna have an average experience. You a student, I need you in lion mode. You an entrepreneur, I need you in lion mode. You trying to lose weight, lion mode. You can't do nothing significant in gazelle mode, nothing. Nothing impressive happens in gazelle mode. Nothing happens in run mode, give up mode, quit mode, scared mode, fearful mode, nothing happens. Everything happens in lion mode like I'm coming to get you.